Hi, I'm Dana. Welcome to this week's video blog. Today our question comes from Susan, and she's wondering, how do I tell if my baby is ready to move to one nap a day? Well, first of all, I'll tell you around the age when this tends to occur. I find that a good average age for this is somewhere around the 13th month. Now, I have seen babies go as early as 9 months, and I've also seen babies hang on to 2 naps a day until well into the 17th or 18th month. But if you're looking for an average, I'd say 13 months. Now I'm going to share with you 3 signs to watch for. Number 1 is that your baby will happily continue to take her morning nap. 9 times out of 10, there's nothing wrong with morning nap. In fact, most people find that it gets even longer than it's ever been. But the trouble arrives when you put her down for that afternoon nap and she just won't take it. Either she plays all the way through it, or she alternates between playing and some crying, or she just flat out starts to cry from out of nowhere. Those are some things that you'll start to see. Now, the tricky part about all this is that those signs won't show up every single day. You'll find that you'll have 3 or 4 days in a row where she doesn't take her afternoon nap. You'll start to think to yourself, okay, it must be time to drop that nap. And then for 3 days in a row, she takes both naps beautifully. And that can really throw people off. So a good rule of thumb around that is if you notice this happening at least 5 days a week, then that is a good sign that it's probably time to make the switch. Also, this needs to be going on for, I would say, at least 2 to 3 weeks, because it can just be a developmental milestone. You know, if she's learning a new skill, it can throw nap time off for a week or 2. So I would say 4 or 5 times a week, at least 2 to 3 weeks of length that this has been happening, then you can go ahead and make the switch. Now, a little bit of caution around making the switch. You can't just jump from a 10 o'clock nap to all of a sudden a 1 o'clock nap. That will be too hard on her body clock, and she'll get so overtired that by the time you try for that nap, it's going to be trouble. My advice is that you slowly start to move morning nap down. My advice is that you move 30 minutes every 3 days. So if it's 10 o'clock, you move it to 10:30 for 3 days, then you move it to 11 for 3 days, 11:30, and so on, until it hits about 12:30. I find 12:30 is a perfect time for a 1 nap day. She can have her lunch and go straight into her nap. All right, thanks so much for your question. I hope that helps. Sleep well.